Another piece to this puzzle on the single length golf club that I'm looking at is the lie angle of the golf club. From looking at some video, which you're going to see on our blog, of Bryson-dechambeau, he is very, very, very upright. Arms straight up in the air. That's why his golf club's the lie angle being this right here. See, you don't want to have a toe down, ball goes to the right, heel down, ball goes to the left. And because you're going to stand so much closer to the ball, or at least I did, with the single length golf club, you're going to have a golf club that's a little more upright. So, in a sense, I'm suspicious that the golf club company, including the manufacturers of these heads right here, are trying to have their cake and eat it too, in the sense of having the golf club built at a standard lie angle, which these came at 62.5 as advertised. Which is a little more upright than the typical 5-iron, but not much. Well, 5-iron should be 60 degrees, so it's 2 degrees upright. I called and I said, you know, I'm having a hard time bending these things, they're hard as a rock. And they said, no, go ahead, go for it. So I said, okay, if I break it, I break it. So I was able to bend it to 64 degrees, which would be standard lie angle for a wedge, for a pitching wedge. But this is a 5-iron. All right, so you know wedges is 64, so a 9-iron, in most cases, if the wedge and the 9 are the same length, that's also going to be a 64. The 8-iron will be at 63, the 7-iron will be at 62, which is about this. The 7-iron is what the whole set is built on. So you got a 62 lie angle on a 7-iron. Then the 6-iron would be 61, the 5-iron 60 on a traditional set. I think. It's too early in the morning for me to try to remember all these numbers. But anyway, I bent this thing to 64. So what I'm going to do is take the new head that I just received today, and let's see what those are set at, and let's see how far we can bend. Loosen this a little bit. There you go. Let's see what it is first. My, this is worse. This is at 60 degrees, which is a standard 5-iron. Let's see how stiff this is. Normally you can't move these more than about 2 degrees. All right, so I moved it to almost 62. It's about 61.5 right now. Hasn't moved in the saddle. Let's give it another pop and see what happens. If we break it, we'll break it. We're at 62.5, so we're basically what a typical 7-iron, more or less, lie angle would be. What we don't know is, I pulled the other heads out, is to see whether those actually have staggered lie angles in them. Where this other set, they were all at 62.5. But we need to find that out. All right, I'm back. What I did is I went and got the 9-iron from set number 1, and I got the 9-iron head from set number 2. We're going to see what the lie angles are on those. This is actually around 61.5, which is somewhat within the tolerances. You know, they'll say 62.5 in the magazine, and then once you get them, they're not all necessarily exactly 62.5, but they'll be within a degree or so if it's a good product. So let's see if we can take this puppy to 64 to match that 5-iron. Oh, yeah, that took it. had to put that in there tighter. Let's make sure. Yeah, it's about 61. It's about right. Let's bend this puppy. All right, we're pretty close to 64 here. We're pretty close to 64. Not bad, right on 64. All right, cool. So set number 1, we're able to make at 64-degree lie angle, which would be about standard for a 9-iron. But like I say, 63 for an 8, 62 for a 7, 61 for a 6, and 60 for a 5. And manufacturer number 2 that sent us these new heads I just got, their 5-iron was 60 degrees, which makes me very suspicious. Now, let's see. Let's take their 9-iron. Because if they built the set with staggered lie angles, that just like a typical set of golf clubs, they missed the punch line. He's at 61 degrees. So they didn't miss the punch line, except that they're a little more flat than their competitor. The competitor was a 62.5 starting, but we could get to 64. Let's see if we could take this 9-iron to 64. If we break it, we break it. Won't be the first time. So what I do is do it in short pulses like this. Not usually. Whoops. This came loose. 63.
You should be in Cuba.
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
Be in Cuba.
All right, we're getting close.
You're making a club.
We're videoing something right here. That's okay. Get right here and you'll wave at everybody.
Oh, all right.
Hey, look who's here. How about them Hokies? That's all right. Listen, all our videos and stuff are very...
Hey, here, sign up with Bobby Lopez.
Yeah, right,
whatever
you
you
go.
can.
You'll be sorry.
How about them Hokies? How about them Hokies?
We're at about 63.5 almost. So we're close. So I'm pretty confident. Let me give it another little pop here.
Oh, you're making a club.
Well, what we're trying to do...
Oh, you're making those
single length.
single length. I read about that.
I'm trying to figure out... There we go. We got it to 64. So we got a 64-degree lie angle on both sets. But that's about as far as it goes. I can assure you that this bryson-dechambeau...
Yeah.
You imagine Jack Nicklaus saying that with dechambeau.
Yeah. Is there anything to this stuff?
Well, I'm trying to figure out if there is.
Yeah.
Before I tell the rest of you guys to step into the water's fine.
Yeah.
See? And
So you're making yourself a set.
making two.
Two.
From two different manufacturers. Here's one head. Here's another head.
Oh, okay.
Now, they both probably come from China.
Right.
But they're just different.
Yeah, different heads.
Ni hao ma, So, anyway, we can get to 64 degrees, but I'll guarantee you that this Bryson has got it about 7 or 8 degrees upright, at least. I've heard rumors it's 13 degrees upright.
Oh, wow.
Because his arms are straight up like this.
Yeah.
See? And I found, when I was trying them yesterday, that the closer I got to the ball, the better I hit it. You guys are unbelievable. See? So I got more this way, and I hit the ball better.
Right. Well, if you have an upright stance, maybe you would. Yeah. I have an upright stance, sort of.
See? So, well, we'll see how this works out. But at least now we know the line angles. We can bet them to about 64 degrees.